So welcome back to the How To Electrical. In the previous two videos we've looked at wiring up a one-way and also a two-way, two-plate lighting circuit. The next exercise will be to incorporate an intermediate switch into the system. We will now utilise the existing strappers for the two-way system. So they've already disconnected. Bring the strappers out. You'll notice that I'm also taking the earthing or the CPC. This now has to continue, as we said earlier, earthing at every point. We'll continue this through the intermediate switch onto the second two-way switch. So we have our strappers, we have our intermediate switch. As you'll see, different configuration. We now have 4 connections on the intermediate switch. So again, for our imaginary conduit, identifying this one as L1 and introduce it into the corresponding connection on the intermediate switch. And as we see there, the corresponding L2 to the relevant position on the intermediate switch. We now need to introduce a continuation from this intermediate switch into the corresponding terminations on our final two-way switch. So again, through our imaginary conduit, we introduce to the top and thus. You'll find now the corresponding L1 from the intermediate we can now introduce into the corresponding L1 on the two-way switch. And that leaves us with the corresponding L2 into the two-way switch. So there we have our configuration. Continuation by using the existing strapper, L1 to L1, L2 to L2, L1 from the intermediate into the corresponding L1 and L2 corresponding L2. Again, as we said earlier, it's important that earthing is present at all positions and terminals. And there we have our final wiring connections. What this does is it can now give you availability, or the availability to have one light working off of 3 independent switches. So that concludes the lighting series two-plate method for one-way, two-way, and also incorporating the intermediate switch as well.